What kind of viewership numbers do various racing series get on FloRacing? Saturday's outage gave us some clues. We'll dive into that. Plus, Chris Madden has forgotten about RTJ and now wants a piece of Nick Hoffman. There's late model action tonight and more. Let's go. It's Tuesday, September 9th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. It's obviously no secret that dirt racing is a blue-collar sport. Folks work all week so they can go racing on the weekends, or they work all week so they can go watch and enjoy the racing as a fan on the weekends. And I know a lot of you out there work in the trades, maybe in warehouses, on farms. And when you work these types of jobs, you're going to be on your feet a lot. And when you're on your feet, you want comfortable footwear. And I've been there myself. I've worked in warehouses, I've slung packages, I've worked in lots for equipment rental companies. What you put on your feet matters, which brings me to today's show sponsor, BRUNT. I've recently picked up a pair of their Omen, these like slip-on boots. These things are comfortable right out of the box. With BRUNT, there's no painful, long, drawn-out break-in period. You just pull them out of the box, put them on, and go to work. What's great too is these have an adjustable fit. You can easily swap from regular fit to relaxed fit with their switch fit adjustable width system. That does come standard on all of their boots. BRUNT has a full line of boot and footwear choices, which have slip, oil, and heat-resistant soles up to 572 degrees. They've got waterproof and water-resistant options. Their boots are a great value. And the cool thing is, BRUNT will let you try these on the job. If you don't like them, just send them back. If you're looking for even more, check out BRUNT's other gear built for tough jobs that includes apparel like pants, hoodies, jackets. They've even got high-visibility options. If you want to grab some BRUNT boots for yourself, you can get $10 off your order with code DIRTRACKR10 or scan the QR code on your screen. That's code DIRTRACKR10 for $10 off your order with BRUNT. Check them out. I wanted to go back to Saturday night and talk about the FloRacing outage that affected the platform for a couple of hours right in the middle of one of the biggest nights of dirt racing we have all season. We were right in the midst of the World 100 at Eldora, the Tuscarora 50 at Port Royal, and a number of other shows, including USAC and some regional sprint car action. The default backup plan these days for both FloRacing and Dirt Vision is for things to flip over to YouTube for free when there are outages. That keeps everyone watching while technical issues are sorted. In this case, Flo just went ahead and left the streams up even after the platform was brought back to normal operations. Long gone are the days of outages removing any viewership of the feeds like we used to have, and even though you'll see a smattering of complaints on these nights, things are much better than they used to be. What's interesting though, looking at the live YouTube numbers for Flo, is we can get an idea of what was popular in the night and just how many people end up watching these shows on a weekly basis. Viewership for the World 100 nearly tripling that of the Tusky 50 at Port with the high-limit sprint cars. Those two, though, with dramatically larger audiences than the other shows that were playing that night. The World had 177,000 viewers, Port 65,000, USAC sprint cars at Wheatland were third with 12,000. Then it was the IRA at Cedar Lake, NARC at Placerville, and finally the All-Stars at Mercer. All the dirt shows with bigger audiences than weekly pavement racing at Berlin and Langley, and the Cars Tour West at Orange Show Speedway. Even at 177,000, though, the World streamed just inside the top 5 biggest streaming audiences for Flo on YouTube. P1 is the Eldora Million Sprint Cars from 2023. That had well over 600,000 views. Then it's Chili Bowl 2025 at 472,000. Then 2021 World 100 Heats. Then Dream 29 Heats. Then this year's World. These are obviously not total audience sizes because on Saturday, Flo did end up coming back and people were split between YouTube and Flo. But you can kind of get an idea of what those look like. And, knowing that, maybe there's a few people watching on Flo and then things kind of start to transition back after the platform comes back up. And for High Limit in the World, though, those are solid viewership numbers, I think. And if you want to get an idea of how many people may be watching on the Flo side, consider these numbers. Going back to High Limit with their TV broadcast on FS1 for Eldora, we know they got 239,000 viewers on the FS1 cable channel, but Adam Stern reported that there was an additional 148,000 watching on FloRacing. If you want comparison, though, for the other racing series that were on, NASCAR Cup races regularly draw a couple million TV viewers, the Xfinity series usually around 1 million. That same weekend, High Limit was on FS1. Motocross got 926,000 viewers, IndyCar 734,000, and the NHRA 673,000. So even with the added Flo numbers, High Limit just only a little better than half the NHRA viewership. And remember, the NHRA's deal with Fox Sports, not particularly lucrative. An AutoWeek story about the NHRA's deal said in 2023, quote, "The Fox contract, while great for exposure, is not a big revenue generator for the series or the teams," unquote. I don't know that that's a good sign for the future prospects of dirt racing on television outside of a handful of possible special events each season. But for the streaming services that have become the backbone of viewing for the sport of dirt racing, these are really solid numbers. What we don't know about that 148,000 number for High Limit on Flow is if that is accounts tuned in or if they use some sort of multiplier to estimate actual viewers. Like if I have one account, but maybe 3 people are watching. Some quick math, though, with the FloRacing subscription prices, you get at least some general range of what their streaming revenue is for a year. Let me know what you think about these numbers, though. Do they seem big? Do they seem small? What about the breakdown by event from Saturday night? Do any of those surprise you? Drop your comments. Let me know what you think below. As an additional sidebar here, we know that the World 100 was sold out on Saturday night. They eventually stopped selling even GA tickets and pit passes. Overhead photos show the place absolutely packed, and it shows the dichotomy the sport is currently dealing with. The big events continue to be big. You know, you think about the Dream, the World, the Knoxville Nationals, Kings Royal, etc. But weekly programs and tracks in a lot of places continue to struggle, and all sorts of factors are being blamed. Obviously, that includes streaming services at the top of that list, like we just talked about. Did you see the Kevin Kovac FloRacing story today about Chris Madden and Nick Hoffman's run-in late in the World 100 feature? The two made contact around 10 to go, and Madden needed a trip to the infield to sort his car out. We didn't get a replay because that was the same caution that Jonathan Davenport was in the infield for a flat tire, and that kind of got more attention. But Madden ended up 13th after running at the front the whole race, while Hoffman finished on the podium with right front damage. We could just barely see the incident on the Flow broadcast, with Madden holding Hoffman low into turn 1. In the story, Hoffman said it was either hit the wall or Madden, and hitting Madden was easier. As for the other side, Madden told Kovac, quote, "He's just a complete idiot every time I race with that guy. He just tore the whole left front off of it. He's nowhere near making the pass. He just runs you over. He's not good enough to race by you," unquote. Madden then also saying, quote, "The guy's got no respect for nobody. I mean, that guy's got one coming, I can tell you that. You can print it, you can mark it, you can do whatever you want. He's got one coming," unquote. Does Chris Madden get along with anyone at this point? We've seen him chest to chest with Brandon Overton. We've seen him sparring multiple times with Ricky Thornton Jr., and now he wants to come after Nick Hoffman. For a guy that doesn't race very much these days, he sure finds himself in the middle of these situations a lot. To his credit, though, he's still fast. He was good all weekend at the World, ran really well with the Outlaws at Cedar Lake, and back-to-back Lucas weekends at the Topless and Port Royal. He's also got 3 Southern Nationals wins this year. Madden's schedule doesn't show him racing again until the Dirt Track World Championship, so he might have to wait 6 weeks to get that revenge on Hoffman. The only other races on Madden's slate for the year are World Finals. If you want some dirt late model action tonight and tomorrow, check out the WISSOTA Challenge Series at I-94. They run the next 2 nights to settle the 2025 championship before the WISSOTA 100 weekend starts on Thursday. The top 8 finishers in tomorrow's feature will clinch starting spots into Saturday's 10,000 win finale. Dave Mass currently leads Shane Sobraski for the series championship. Only 9 points separate them, though, so these next 2 nights are going to be a big deal. These shows are featured over on the streaming schedule at DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight if you can't get there and you would like to tune in. That's the show for today. Don't forget, if you want even more dirt racing content, make sure to follow Dirt Tracker across social media. That obviously means Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and more. Wherever you are, so is Dirt Tracker. Just search out DIRTRACKR on your favorite platform. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday out there. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.